In the modern economy, there is a piece of magic that fits perfectly inside your wallet. It weighs exactly 5 grams. It is made of plastic or sleek metal. With a simple tap, you can walk out of a store with a $2,000 laptop, a designer wardrobe, or a first-class ticket to Paris without your bank account dropping by a single cent. It feels like infinite purchasing power. It feels like freedom. But this frictionless experience is not a technological miracle. It is a highly engineered psychological trap. Today, we are decoding the illusion of consumer debt. We are exploring how banks have successfully hacked the human brain to make you voluntarily surrender your future wealth. Behavioral economists have studied human spending habits for decades. They discovered a profound psychological mechanism called the pain of paying. When you hand over physical, tangible cash to purchase an item, your brain registers literal physiological pain. You physically see the money leaving your possession. You feel the stack of bills getting thinner. This friction acts as a natural biological brake, forcing your rational prefrontal cortex to ask, is this purchase truly worth the sacrifice? But credit cards brilliantly circumvent this defense mechanism. When you swipe or tap a credit card, the transaction is entirely abstract. You hand the card to the cashier, and they hand the exact same card right back to you. Nothing physical has been lost. The credit card acts as a financial anesthesia. It numbs the pain of paying. Because the pain is delayed until the bill arrives 30 days later, you experience all the immediate dopamine of acquiring the new item with absolutely none of the immediate friction. This decoupling of consumption and payment is the root cause of the debt crisis. Furthermore, consumer credit destroys the cognitive link between the object you are buying and the labor required to earn it. When you purchase a $1,000 phone with cash, you subconsciously calculate how many grueling hours you had to work to generate that $1,000. When you purchase it with credit, you aren't spending your past labor. You are spending your future labor. You are essentially signing a contract that legally obligates the future version of yourself to work for a bank. You are trading tomorrow's autonomy for today's instant gratification. The most insidious feature of consumer debt is the minimum payment. When your statement arrives, the credit card company graciously offers you the option to pay a tiny fraction of your total balance. This is not a courtesy. It is a mathematical trap designed to maximize their profitability. By paying only the minimum, you trigger exorbitant compound interest. A $2,000 vacation can easily end up costing $5,000 over a decade. The bank does not want you to pay off your balance. They want you to remain in a state of perpetual, manageable servitude. So, why do intelligent professionals fall into this trap? It usually stems from emotional exhaustion. After a grueling 60-hour work week, we suffer from ego depletion. We tell ourselves a dangerous lie. I work so hard. I deserve this. We use credit to self-medicate. We buy the designer clothes and the expensive dinners to compensate for the stress of the very job we are working to pay for those items. It is a vicious, self-sustaining cycle. We are financing a lifestyle we cannot genuinely afford to impress people we don't even know. Many consumers justify massive credit card usage by claiming they are building their credit score. But let's decode what a credit score actually is. A credit score is not a measure of your wealth. It is not a measure of your net worth, your savings, or your financial success. A credit score is simply an I love debt score. It is an algorithmic rating of how profitable you are to the banking industry. It measures how well you borrow money and how consistently you pay them interest. A perfect credit score while having zero cash in the bank is the epitome of the plastic illusion. To escape the debt trap, you must perform a psychological reset. You must deliberately reintroduce friction into your purchasing process. The first step is to delete all saved credit card information from your phone and your internet browsers. Make it inconvenient to spend. Force yourself to physically stand up, find your wallet, and manually type in the 16-digit number for every online purchase. This 10-second pause is often all your rational brain needs to override an emotional impulse. For those deeply entrenched in consumer debt, the ultimate reset is the cash diet. For 30 days, lock the plastic away. Use only physical paper money for your discretionary spending, groceries, coffee, and entertainment. Reacquaint yourself with the pain of paying. Watch how your behavior instantly shifts when you see the physical stack of bills depleting. You will suddenly become incredibly strategic about where your capital goes. You will break the anesthetic effect of the plastic. Debt is not a mathematical problem. It is a psychological behavior. Credit cards are powerful tools, but they are designed to exploit human vulnerability. When you use credit to fund a lifestyle you haven't earned yet, you are not elevating your status. You are auctioning off your future freedom. We must completely reframe how we view borrowing. But why do we do it? Why are we so desperate to acquire things immediately? Tomorrow, we are diving deeper into the mind. We will explore the psychology of borrowing and the devastating impact of instant gratification on our long-term wealth. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.